Hi, people. I'm going to try not to make this one too long because I'm multitasking. There's a lot I want to do. I'm going to be staying up all night watching US election coverage, newspapers to read, a bit of tidying to do. So I'm basically multitasking. Go try and get a bit of rest before the main coverage. Um, okay, just a few thoughts on the election. This one is different because so many people have already voted. I believe the figure being quoted is about 100 million people. 100 million Americans have already voted with this mail-in voting system that's in place this year due to the pandemic. So it may be that it's not a full night as usually is the case. I remember when I was watching, I believe it was the last British general election in 2019. The results were becoming quite clear fairly early on. It wasn't an all-nighter. It was clear that Boris Johnson had won over Jeremy Corbyn fairly early on. Now, with this, um, there's a lot of what ifs. There's a lot of possible scenarios. Biden is leading in most polls, and I will say this: I've seen a lot of Republicans say that they're going to vote for Biden. I haven't seen a single Democrat, self-described Democrat, say they will vote for Trump. Not one. I think that's an indication of where things might go. But I think Biden's right to not be complacent, um, because surprises can happen. Pollsters can get it wrong. The two states, of course, to watch are Ohio and Florida because they are such important kingmaker states. So, in my lifetime, Florida has went for the winning nominee, the winning candidate for every election since 1996. The 1992 election went for George Bush Sr., and of course, Clinton won that year. Ohio is even more reliable in the sense that basically my whole lifetime, from the 1988 presidential election, Bush Dukakis, to now, this is the ninth US presidential election in my lifetime. Um, well, I say to now, up until the last one, Ohio has also went for the winning candidate. So if Ohio and Florida go for Biden, it's almost certain that Biden will win this. It would be a very unusual election if he didn't. My hope is it's not close. My hope is it's quite a definitive win because if it's very close, and let's say there's a repeat of the 2000 fiasco, Bush versus Gore, it could get very ugly because a protracted Supreme Court battle over the outcome of this could result in real partisan bad feeling. I saw a video from Dallas. Some young guys, some of them Trump supporters, some of them Biden supporters. I might include that in this video, um, in the link. They were showing the banners from their balcony, but it was all very civil. Now, that's something I think a lot of Americans can learn from. I do hope, whatever the result is, I even think a Trump victory, like a definitive Trump victory, would be better than it being close. Although, you know, I am definitely wanting Biden to win this. I've made my case for that before. Not that Biden's an ideal candidate, he's not, but I think when all is laid out, when you look at every aspect, I just think Biden is a lot more presidential. Um, but I'll be making more videos as time goes on, depending what the outcome of this is. So I'll wrap this up. If you're watching footage of the 2004 election, and it's interesting. At one point, they say this is the new senator for Illinois, Barack Obama. At that time, he wasn't really a household name. He had delivered the keynote speech at the Democrats' convention that year, but he was still probably not quite a household name. So it's just interesting seeing that little bit of history 16 years ago. But the overall tone was a lot more civil. I mean, President Bush's spokeswoman said that he wants to be a president for all Americans. I've never heard Donald Trump say that, or if he has, it's been very passive and secondary. Trump is a deeply, deeply divisive figure, and I do think if it's very close, if Biden wins but very close, it could be serious trouble. There are extremes on both sides, and it's concerning. It is concerning. I think the 2016 election was very bitter. This one might be even more so because of the context of the events of this summer, and the fact that a quarter of a million Americans have died from the pandemic. So I may make another video throughout the night just seeing how things develop, but we'll see how it goes. I done that in 2016, and it wasn't really a good idea because it distracted me from the coverage. I may just make another video tomorrow when things are a lot more clear. Thanks for watching.